Hey, what's up? It's Leviticai. We're gonna try King of Greed on King 4 difficulty. We're gonna see if the Dirty Rat strategy actually works. We start off with a lot of good gold. We honestly want to get Thief upgraded as soon as possible. Then let's see if we can get... We actually want... If we don't get a clone, we want a... Dang. These are horrible rolls. Procreate. We want some more thieves. Spent way too much money on that. Should have just taken a clone. That's okay. Library is exactly what we want. Overwork on the first roll. That is good luck. Now we just need some upgrades. But we don't have either of the people we want. We don't have King of Progress or King of Nothing. So that's too bad. Did we get this level 3? Not yet. We'll get another thief. And that'll be pretty good for a sec. Probably best case scenario so far. Offering is good, and we do want that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're going to place a vault. The next turn, use offering. See if we can get some good cards. It'd be pretty good to get a couple palaces. This is level 1, so we will get another beacon. Let's do this first. Beacon. We will over invest. And then we'll clone the beacon one more time. And hopefully these will get faster pretty quick. We need our thieves fast and strong enough that they just kill wizards in one hit. They're living a little too much. We should be fine. Unless... Okay, that was kind of close. We don't need another library yet. We actually really want King of Nothing. That's pretty good. We'll eventually kick out King of Nature for King of Progress, and that's kind of what we'll try to do the whole game. Is the ideal. We'll see. Greed Rebellion's typically pretty good. Thieves are really fast. And typically the enemy's units are way stronger than mine, so you hate to see it. That was kind of close too. I don't need another beacon yet, and I'm good on thieves. We'll just take a dispenser and sell it later on. But right now we're going to over invest. Once my palace is sufficiently fast, then I'm not too worried about these because it kills all the strong units, I hope. I just needed to get a little faster. Okay, we got Steel Coat, which is great, and with Library, that's even better. We'll do one reroll Psych 2 rerolls, but nothing crazy good. We do got our lab rats, which is what we want. It'd just be nice to buy 2 things. That's okay. Okay, we got lab rats. Got steel coat, which is really the clincher. Now it takes 2 hits to even get to a thief, so 3 hits altogether. It will be worthwhile upgrading library max now. That will really get us where we need to be. Procreate will be pretty good, get us some more thieves right off the bat. Greed's units are just so much stronger than ours. That's okay. Once all the thieves are dead, they're kind of slow, so that's not too bad. The mercenaries are slow. And we handled that fine. We want to sell our dispenser. We'll hold an over... Wait, one sec. Let's upgrade our vault. Why not? Okay, so what I normally do for this is I'll get both of the rats, and then I'll get one for the palace just to get a second beacon to make it that much faster. We'll do that. Now we have money for overinvest next turn. This is a pretty good start. We'll see if it's enough to get to the last level. King of Nothing's units are pretty slow, so we don't typically have to worry about them living. Blacksmith is great for right now. Another palace level definitely wouldn't hurt, but now we're getting, not that it matters with the palace, but we are getting our rats and thieves stronger. Hopefully we get a temple or a shrine. Both would be very good. And we got a decent amount of money to cycle through a couple times. We'll take the temple. If we got it again, it'd be pretty great to get a shrine too, but it's pretty tough getting both. Let's see. This is risky because I want a second overwork. And we got it. That's perfect. This is a very good setup so far. Temple will give 10% to something. Yeah, 10% health to our thieves. So we have a pretty ideal setup so far. This is pretty good. And our palace is getting faster. We do need to upgrade it a couple more times. I can get +5. I have that perk going. Our thieves are looking good, and they are getting some from the library. Now, maybe 1 to 3 every turn, so that's great. I do need to upgrade my library. So hopefully we'll get a library here. And we should be fine here. Our palace is getting fast enough that we kill units pretty quickly. Under 30 should be within the realm of possibility. Let's see. Okay, library is perfect. When we're facing King of Spell, that's kind of what we want to get. And we're getting some really good metal coats on our thieves. We do want to get another metal coat for our lab rat, and I'd like a farm here. But as I refine this, maybe just all libraries is the play. I don't know. I like farms, but there's a point probably where I don't need as much. Okay, we're going to overinvest. And we're still at 11. Oh, 13. Okay. I thought it failed again. I was going to be sad. But yeah, now you see our palace is just so much faster that our thieves and rats should be able to preoccupy them long enough to kill almost everything. Let's see if we can get one more library. We're not going to, so we're going to go with offering. And we'll place our dispenser. It's nice always having one extra anything, tower or like a forest. We don't want too many units because they take up other things. Temple will give stuff to the dispenser, but we tried to get rid of those ASAP. We want our another Ratland. We're going to offer this. We got an overhaul, so that's sick, but we're not super going to use it this turn. We want to get as many metal coats on our thief as soon as possible, just so that we have a reliable defense. This should get us to level 33 pretty easily. And now our thieves, both with the blacksmith and the beacon, are just getting so fast at attacking and stronger that we're in a pretty good place. We'll do a farm, even though I probably want a second steel coat for my rats. That's okay. It's nice just having all of the land we need, because we can copy, we can earthworks. So we're in a good place. This might be a rough round, but with how fast our palace is, we're in a pretty good place. Okay, let's see. We will take another library, even though we don't. This isn't the most useful library in the world. I wonder if gambling would be good. It's nice having double cards, but in this playstyle, you kind of want specific cards. We'll do Leatherworks. Not my favorite. That's okay. I do want a second library under the rats. I just need to get metal coat so that they can start getting metal coat. Perfect. Blacksmith would be pretty good. We do want to get that upgraded. But right now, both our rats and thieves are getting metal coats. We love that. Now, we want King of Progress, but we won't get him because I think year 23, we're getting rid of an enemy. Which is okay. I would like to have this open, and I eventually will. But, let's make our palace that much better. King of Spells. We have our libraries. It's nice having... I forget. Whichever the one that gets you 3 cards. It's nice having that, but we don't need it. And we can use Clone to get more libraries, so I think this is the best play. Okay. We got steel coats. We could use upgraded farms. That'd be ideal. It'd be nice to have a shrine, because then it's just passively upgrading everything. But I typically go for temple first. That's okay. What we will do, upgrading palace would be fine. We're actually going to overhaul next turn. Which isn't a crazy deal since we don't have reinforce on these yet. It'd be nice to have reinforce. But we don't yet. That's okay. We'll do palace. And maybe we'll get it here. We do still have 1 at least buy, maybe 2. Patronage is just not great. I'd really like shrine. We'll take a farm. Sure. And then we're out of those. And that's okay. I don't know what level my palace is, so we won't sweat that. It's at 1, so we have plenty. What we're going to do is overhaul these. That's pretty groovy. And then we'll do a farm. And our thieves are doing pretty good. It would be ideal if we had... what is it? King of Progress, just so we can start getting our reinforce, but that's okay. We will do this though, and just have the groundwork for all our libraries. We won't have to worry about King of Spells anymore. I mean, we don't have them now. But see how fast this palace is going? We love that. Even though it is our thieves that are doing most of the legwork. We'll get our last farm, which we could have done blacksmith, but that's okay. With this, I typically go for a second beacon, so maybe we'll get that in a sec. And that'll just even make the palace that much faster. It's nice when it beams all the fast units. Even though it doesn't prioritize that, I don't know its priorities. Let's get another this. And we got a level 2 temple. I'm not sure when that happened. But oh, I think overhaul. We will upgrade our blacksmith since we don't have reinforce yet. That's kind of what's making all our units stronger right now. If we had reinforce, things would be getting silly, but that's okay. This is what we want. Another beacon. Sharp blades would be good. We will do eyeglass. That way our thieves, which are at 55%, are hopefully killing everything pretty quickly. Just wipe out the back line. See that? We love that. And they have enough steel coating. And like that, we don't have reinforce. Out of the two, steel coat is the better one to start with. The reinforce might be like later levels. So this is pretty good so far. We love this. Now we don't need any of those. So we're going to take another palace. Doing a lot of palaces. Reinforce is exactly what we want. We'll do one reroll and see if, well, let's do earthworks actually. I really want a shrine, but there's no guarantee. Yeah, we'll do earthworks. And we'll call that good. Okay, gonna do reinforce here, and this is when things get silly mode. We do want it on the rats too, but we'll get there. Chill out. We'll do 2 palaces. Then we need 1 more palace. I'll probably earthworks the temple, open up 2 spaces as well as get a second temple. And we're almost done. I'll probably go to level 50 and just show you what the full product looks like. We're gonna see if we can, well, we'll do a wild card. That'll be perfect. Got a temple, and then we will give the rats just more library access. We'll place the other temple here. I like having like 4 to 5 temples. Later on, I'll try getting 4 to 5 vaults, but that doesn't need to happen this second. Okay, last palace. Playing all our cards. So on King 4, I feel like this wasn't too bad. Watch me die right here. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, we'll use our last over invest on our thieves. 2 temples is giving a lot of extra bonus points. And this should be pretty easy. Okay, what I'm gonna do in my next video is try to get to King 9. I haven't made it that far in the game generally, but that we made it to King 4 with pretty good setup is encouraging. The dirty rat strategy mostly works. Anyways, we can steadily buy land. We'll try having just a little more, and we should have enough money that it's not that hard to get land. We will wild card the library. And right now it might not be a bad idea getting gambling, because we don't need too many specific things. It'd be great to get a shrine. I almost never get shrine and temple in the same run. It's just so hard getting both. We do want to wage war against King of Progress. And this is pretty ideal. If we could have this the rest of the game, that's pretty great. The Red King, I don't even know his name. King of Schnazziness, I don't know. I never try to get him in here. So we ignore him the whole game. We don't need Steel Coat. It wouldn't hurt to give one, but I'll probably just sell it. But what I'll typically do is have just one floating thing when I have an overhaul. I'll always have an overhaul space. It'll end up being banks probably once we fill up the map. But right now it can be this dispenser. And we don't super need that. We could use a blacksmith, and wildcard's fine. Can really do whatever. Let's just fill out the rest of the libraries. Get the rats a ton of steel coats. Which isn't a bad thing that we don't have reinforced yet. We'll want it eventually. But right now, that's not bad. Thief, scimitars is great right now. I mean, it wouldn't have been bad earlier. It's just that at least these are way better. Could have been either of those. That's fine. Procreate, we'll get a little more thieves. And we'll see how far this takes us. As I was kind of playing through this the first time. Okay, this is perfect. Reinforce. We have reinforced rats. We have the 2 perks or upgrades on these that they're ever going to get. And even that might be too much, but you'll see the silliness that happens here in a sec. We'll get a little more thieves because why not? And then, what was I saying? On higher levels, I think we do pretty good except against King of Spells. So from here on out, I try to avoid King of Spells because the shaman just make the wizards so big and crazy that it's not a good time. Lab rats are never bad. I want an overhaul though. Lab rats will give you an automatic level of rats, which will proc reinforce for both lab rats and thieves. We love that, but I really do want overhaul, which is nice that that was the last one. This isn't great, and I don't super want anything. We'll take a vault though. That's fine. We can start vaulting, and here, this will level up. I think we've used 1 or 2, but every time we use overhaul, it gives one more plot a level up, which as we use 10 overhauls, that's like 11, 12 levels for rats, which gives 11, 12 procs of reinforce for both the thieves and the rats. We love that. We're going to get rid of this dispenser. And this is good cheese. We're going to try going level 50, maybe a level 100. We'll see what it looks like. The only real hiccup I've ran into is King of Spells. I don't really know how to get past the just upgraded wizards from the shamans. They're a little crazy. But we'll knock this out. We probably can change this to another library just because here, I'll show you another level up. Every level up just gives the thieves and rats so much percentage damage. And even over invests, we'll round out our banks just so we have like a consistent. I don't need King of, well, I don't think I need King of Nothing. So honestly, we can move on from King of Nothing. King of Nature is always great because you can clone, you can procreate. Let's see, we will upgrade this vault. I do want to get another overhaul space, and maybe I'll start just buying a couple more spaces so it's not too cramped. Perfect. Let's just get 2 more for now. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get King of Stone in the mix, just so I can get some, the one that tears up the land. I keep forgetting their card names. Overworks? I don't know. Earthworks? Earthworks, that's the one. We're going to place an archer here, just for when we get another overhaul. But we're in a really good place. The palace goes super fast, our thieves go super fast, and our rats are just fat chilling. We'll get overhaul for our archers. Right now, gambling might not be bad, just so we have extra cards and we can play the cards we want the whole time. We will get a clone. Well, no. We're not going to use clone this round. We are going to overhaul, which will upgrade 4 things anyway, so that could hit our temples, could hit our last library, our beacon, and bank. So let's see. Perfect. Upgraded all 4 of those. And for each one, our reinforce proc, which is very cool. We're getting a lot of... we'll do overinvest. And we'll get more banks. I'll probably get 4 to 5, if not more. But right now, earthworks would be great. I can clone, and I will clone a nice temple. Here in a sec, I'll probably just buy the rest of our land, so we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, most enemies are just super easy to go through. I'd normally get a rat, but overhaul is always what we want. And as we fill out, yeah, we're going to go back to King of Nothing. Well, but let's see if we can get King of Stone. Yeah, we'll do King of Stone for a sec. And I think King of Stone later levels can be tricky if the ballistas, but I think the thieves are just so fast that the ballistas don't have a time to really hit them because they just teleport, right? We'll take another clone, and in fact, we'll clone a bank or a vault, whatever. Get a turn of points. And that's why, yeah, I might get gambling next just so I can burn through stuff faster. We'll take a converter. Okay, right here, gambling. We're going to risk it because I basically have the towers I want. If I luck out and get a shrine, that's great. But just having 2 cards every turn, I don't know. It could be a 2-edged sword. I haven't done this with gambling. So getting overhauls will just be random now, or stores. So this could be a 2-edged sword. It is nice, though, on your turn, just being able to use twice as many cards. Long term, it might not matter. Earthworks is perfect, because I can break up the temple into 3. Which, unfortunately, I can only do that here. I do want one more temple. I'll probably do it there. And then we're going to overhaul this. We'll buy just the rest of our lands. Then we won't have to worry about it. We have 5 temples. And next time we overhaul, probably all these will just be maxed out. It would be very cool to get some... What is it? Shrines. You don't really need queries in this run. But when in doubt, lab rats are never bad because they give 1 automatic level, which will give a ton of, look at that, 30%. That's good. Executioner will be our next just overhaul card. The problem is, yeah, see how the temples, this is why I was talking about like getting forests and stuff instead of units, forests or towers or whatever, is that units just take up so much of the, like a forest would be perfect. Raising is not what I want. We'll try one more. I needed a shrine. That's okay. We don't need anything. We will overhaul this in the future. But we'll also have it. Well, we don't want a trapper. Both of these, like Orchard is pretty good. Cauldron would actually probably be better, just so the temples aren't burning resources on either of these. That's okay. Something to keep in mind. You got so much stuff that, yeah, just could continue going to thieves and lab rats. And even palace. Though look, our palace is so fast. Though it moves so slowly that like the 8,000 times a second is super misleading. It just doesn't move around units fast enough to get the full advantage. We will get rid of a defender. And this is the problem. Gambling probably wasn't best interest because now I'm getting a bunch of stuff I don't want. But that's okay. I'm wondering if we can get to level 100 and just see if any crazy hiccups come up. Like the ballistas mostly missed that. It's the King of Spells, which we probably don't need ever again, where we see problems. Make peace with an enemy. We got Earthworks once, and like we don't super need more. So maybe we'll get back to King of Nothing. And probably at this point we don't super need the farm or the blacksmith, and we could just do all libraries. It is nice having beacons, just making them faster forever. Heck, I might put a beacon there. But I'm undecided. It might just be in my best interest to do all libraries. So maybe next time I get an overhaul, I'll get rid of these. I do need to get rid of these too. And since we're still low enough of a level, I might get King of Spells back. We'll see. It's just that so far, I think King of Spells is the scariest enemy. The shaman really just make them busted way too quick. Oh, and I never upgraded this. Dang, I gotta get on that. Okay. And right now, I guess we're just saving money. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, in the future, while I like gambling for most of my normal gameplays, for this one, you do kind of want to be deliberate on what you get. So it's just always like, I like using 2 cards in a turn, but when you're just selling every turn, what's the point? Though this build definitely burns through King of Progress, and I think King of Nothing pretty easily. It is nice getting Lab Rats because I just have an automatic turn every time, and like, look. This has 34, so I'll have like 37%? 40? I don't know how it scales. Yeah, it's a mystery. But my thieves are getting quite beefy. And we love that. And that 30% is just so much more than Blacksmith will ever do, that we no longer need the blacksmith at all. We'll wage war against... We'll try King of Spells one more time. He should still be weak enough that we're not super concerned. We will over-invest and then sell. I don't like when it fails like 4 times in a row. That's too bad. This is good. We will clone and just... I'll hold on to that library for a sec. I would like to get rid of that first and then just have my last library. Then I won't need King of Spells ever again. Because as far as I can tell, King of Spells is our spookiest enemy. I don't know if gunpowder applies to King of Greed. It has the laser, right? I don't know if this like does area damage. And I never want burglary. I don't want a 3rd upgrade to dilute from the 2 good ones. Let's try gunpowder. I'm just not crazy confident. Maybe it does. Maybe it kills multiple on a turn. If you know, let me know. We will upgrade this. Pretty wild that it hasn't been upgraded. And then we need King of Progress to give us an overhaul. Or even this to give us... I forget what it's called. Maybe we'll get it now. No. But we do have 2 libraries, so we will upgrade that. See how that gave me 44 for this? I didn't see the number for that, but it's just building so nicely. And we got some good money. So now when the shop comes up, we can kind of just cycle through whatever we need. And that'll be great. Got reinforced, but we really don't need that anymore. Not that, like, I can always just... especially gambling, it's not a big deal to, like, just add more. Normally, I'd want to be more conservative with what I use each turn, but gambling, it's not a big deal. I guess if you wanted to be super money, you'd get like offering. Offering is what it's called. I'm a big silly head. And this we can just get so much good stuff. I'll typically cycle through a couple times to see if I can get an overhaul, but that does not look like it's going to happen. We'll do a clone and we'll do this. And okay, perfect. Overhaul is just so good. So let's see. We're going to overhaul this, get a library. We're going to offering this. I have 5 temples and I think that's fine. I think maybe having more thieves wouldn't be bad, but I can always use Procreate to add just 9 at a time. That's not awful. Rats will always get more just because they get a couple every level up. Let's see. It'd be nice to have another overhaul. That's okay though. We're going to fill out our vaults. Do another offering here. Do another earthworks just to fill out the screen with vaults. And with vaults, they're just so easy to sacrifice that you can overhaul these for days. We no longer need executioners or anything else. Let's see. We do want these libraries to start picking up, so we will upgrade both of these at least once. We do a wild card. Procreate will just always give to thieves, and over invest now that money isn't going to be an issue any longer. We'll just always use over invest on thieves. And they kill so fast, it's just that when we get to King of Spells, like 80s, 90s, the shaman just beef up the wizard so quick that we get steamrolled. Maybe there's a unit I could add to like round this out. I don't know. Because like if you're doing King of Nature, you have just the AoE, whatever their palace is, the Treant, that just knocks everything out. Even the Boulder with King of Nothing just does so much AoE as well. I don't know a good fix yet for this, so we're going to, next time through, just discard King of Spells. We'll see if any other units are crazy strong by then, but right now we should be pretty good. We'll also get rid of a dispenser, and right now we're only doing banks. If I ever got shrines, I'd like to have 2 or 3 just because they level up rats forever, but we'll see if that happens. It's so hard getting shrines. We are actually going to make peace with King of Spells. We no longer need him. And these two are just always pretty easy, is what I say now. We'll see. And I don't super need any of these, so now we're just getting into cell maxing. It'd be nice getting an overhaul, because the overhaul will upgrade all these banks in like a heartbeat. But until then, we'll just kind of keep selling stuff. Right now, we're cruising. Which is okay. Though, as we go on, if you see any, like, meaningful improvements to the dirty rat method, I'm all ears. We can get rid of a bank, but we still have 2 spaces and some extra cards, so we're not going to sweat it, and we'll just overhaul the wizards. But see how much? 71%? Look at this damage. Oh, it's a boss level. We got so much. We're at times 10 now, or plus 10, whatever. You know what I'm saying. and we're just building so much. I think getting rid of the farm and especially the blacksmith is going to give us so much armor, metal armor, and so much reinforce. I didn't do this when I was playtesting this, so maybe I have enough metal armor to deal with King of Spells, but we're not going to risk it. Let's do one more level. See that 78.09? That's crazy. We'll put this here, and hopefully we'll get an overhaul sooner than later. And that'll be pretty good. One more overhaul probably will get all our towers upgraded. Let's just get rid of this. And a forest would be better here. The forest is not getting like plus 10% all this nonsense. So Spire does still drain us a little. King of Blood cards suck, but I guess we can just sell all those. King of Spells might just be too cheeky. Once we get to level 100, maybe I'll bring King of Spells back out and we'll see if we're in a pretty good spot. Because I'm definitely getting more metal coats this playthrough than when I first tried this out. I don't know if this will get crazy high rounds. Things get crazy at like level 81, so we'll see. We can do another reinforce, why not? And then we'll just continue to sell. Once we get to this merchant, hopefully we'll have enough to cycle through. In fact, there's probably other good stuff we can use. I'll probably get, like, that's fine. Whatever. I want, I'll know it when I see it. Maybe I just won't get it. Wouldn't that be cool? That wouldn't be bad just because I sell so often, but I really just want... Dang, this is really burning through everything. Whatever. Outsourcing, that's what I want. Because next time I go to the store, I'll have 9 chances. Though I spent so much money on that probably was a poor idea. I'll still get a bit of money back, but that probably wasn't worth it. I don't know why outsourcing was so far away. That's okay. But yeah, most normal enemies just melt so quickly. We are going to overhaul this. And yeah, that I think everything is fully upgraded now, which is very cool. We will do an orchard. And we're getting good money. We're already back at a couple hundred. If I can get a shrine, I think that'll kind of just make this the perfect run. But it's just so hard getting that. We'll do this, and then we'll sell elves. Melts King of Progress. We'll see if that changes. Right now, if I had a couple more hundred, this would be perfect. I have 9 rerolls, so we're hoping in 9 rerolls to get a shrine. I have the perk that is supposed to give me more special cards, but we'll see if that's true. I might pick up all overhauls along the way. I could pick up lab rats, which give me a guaranteed level, but I don't need to do that. Slime, probably worst rainbow card. I don't actually understand its utility, but that's okay. Ugh, we're so close. I don't know what size does. Does size do something crazy? Am I crazy? I don't know. We'll take this, though, and give it to our thieves. Haste wouldn't be awful. And I know this is 100. We'll try one more. Nope. That's too bad. We didn't even get overhauls. Unless I missed it. That'd be too bad. But that's okay. We'll make these. Or do I want to do giant rats? That sounds kind of funny. We'll do giant rats. Just for poops and giggles. Okay. Now we're back to selling. And we might even do another outsourcing just because that's so nice. But it's... I don't know if I'm going to get a shrine. I'd really like to. That just infinitely levels up the rats, and it's so good. Goodbye. Make peace with King of Blood, who we really didn't care much for. We could do another vault, though we don't super need money, so I don't have anything that can I do have mortgage. We'll hold on to that mortgage. Just because if I do get shrine, I don't want it to not be able to be placed. That'd be bad. Though, I don't know the percentage. I feel like I only ever get one rainbow per playthrough. Still relatively new to this game. I think I've only been playing like a week. But it's kind of fun, and I'm excited to see what they add in the next update. Nothing great. And maybe on this year we'll see if we can get a shrine. Maybe we'll try outsourcing again, but I might see if I can get... We'll see what upgrades they give us. I do have mortgage, so I will use the vault. I can just sell either of these, so that's not a big deal. I guess the orchard does do damage, so it's stealing a little resources. That's not a big deal, though. King of Nothing should still be pretty fine. Yeah, forest is ideal. Orchard, just a little less so. So in fact, we'll just sell this. I'll just need to get another mortgage before I place this forest. But yeah, even with this much money, we should have some good spins the next merchant around. If I can do another outsourcing though, I can pick up all the overhauls along the way, which are great. It's just the rerolls getting crazy. None of these are great. This only affects the tower, which is already getting crazy fast by both beacons, so that's pretty useless. I don't use summons, so none of these. Sharp blades would never be bad. I wonder if poison thorns would be good, but just one poison isn't great. Sharp blades is close. Let's see if we can do one more. We'll do eyeglass, that's fine. And we can do this. And look, we're at 95. Reinforce. Look at that, 157%. That's crazy. If I had a shrine, then this would be pod racing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're at like the actual hard levels, and we're still doing pretty good. We can always give things to thieves. Lab rats are getting more library usage every turn, so we'll typically give all upgrades to our thieves. But all three of these are so strong. It's just once, like I said, King of Spells is just so fast that it just wrecks me. We will upgrade this, get a little more money. Oh, I still have executioners? What the freak? I can get rid of that. Okay. It'd have been nice to have outsourcing, but we got quite a bit of money, so we're just going to maybe get something. Maybe not. Maybe we just get horrible luck. We could get the vault, but that, like, we'll see more, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we're getting everything but shrine, which isn't great. We're not even getting overhaul, dang. And oh, baby. Okay, that's so good. And now we can just copy that. So this is the dream. We need to get rid of the executioner because it's bad. But now we're going to do like 3 shrines here, here, and there. So. But you'll see, it'll do like, I think 3 because of overwork. And we'll just get so much more lab rat level ups. Because even if everything's upgraded, which it is now, except the shrine, so this will be the last turn, you'll just give all its levels to the rats. And we have so many banks that money will never be a problem. You see what I'm saying? Don't need precision. Yeah, like 2 or 3 levels there. So it gave a level to itself. And when I get the next 2 shrines, will be perfect. We do want to keep King of Nature around because he can give us clone. So we'll get rid of King of Nothing. I do want to get rid of these just because I forgot they exist. They're stealing resources from everyone else. See that? 10 HP? That could have been to this library. They would have liked that 10 HP. Okay, we got a lab rat, so that's an instant level, and we're getting 200% bonus everything, so that's sick. And the shrine gave it a couple more. Nice. Okay, procreate we can always give to. Let's just look at everything. Well, obviously that's infinity, but it's hitting so fast. It's just that it doesn't move fast enough for that to like be as good as some other main town halls. 21, and that is also 21, so that's pretty good. Just need an overhaul day. Or a mortgage. I'd take a mortgage. You can sell both of these. See, now greed there was kind of spooky. Maybe greed can kill me too. We'll have to see. I have so much metal coating, but the enemy just scales up so fast that we'll have to see. See, I think if I did King of Spells right now, I'd probably die. And the ballistas on here might be a little tough, but I don't think so. And that went all to the rats, like 8 levels. And we'll even add another. Now we do need a clone, so next time we fight King of Nature, we should be able to get one. But yeah, see... Oh, see, that killed everything. Okay, I was totally wrong on that. That's good to know. And I think that's where this can be improved, is I'm missing something that will stop ballistas, as well as... Heck, maybe I need my own ballistas. But the ballistas just knock through so many layers of the metal coating that even 134, what is this? 169, they died in a heartbeat. So I think both King of Stone and King of Spells just level up so quickly. King of Progress is still bad at the game, so that's not too bad. Insurance. Let's see. Sharp Blades, not bad. We'll do Sharp Blades this time. Sure. Okay. It'd be nice. I'd just get so many more levels if I had a second shrine. But having one, we're already living the dream. Okay. King of Greed, my counterpart Rebels. are still not too bad. We'll get rid of this just so both shrines are open. If we could get earthworks, that'd be pretty ideal. And we can just move this to all three. And if they level themselves up, so that'd be perfect. I need like something AoE, and it might be ballistas. Maybe if I get a ballista, I'll use it. We'll see. I mean, a converter wouldn't be awful either. I don't know. If you have any tips to how to make this strategy just that much better, let me know. Okay, I'm still stronger than the greed, so when that balances out, that's not too bad. We will get a ballista for funsies. Though, we'll see. We'll see. Heck, we'll get another Gigantify. Make our rats huge. I would like a clone or a shrine, but I'm not seeing either. Heck, even an overhaul. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Dun dun dun. And 41. See, they do so much damage, and they even have so many metal coats, but ballistas are just so good. We'll hold on to everything else. I need like a clone or an earthworks. What's a good counter to ballistas, you know? Do you see that? Like, the ballistas just melt through them. I'm not sure what the play is there. My own ballistas? Maybe. I guess right here wouldn't be a bad place for them either. But they don't have... If this isn't King of Stones, which I hope it isn't. Yeah, these are easy. I might get rid of King of Stones, just because he's too spooky. Okay, we're going to make peace with King of Stones. Goes a little too hard. I think both of those enemies, or all three of them I should say, are pretty doable. Pretty easy to handle. I'll probably get rid of another bank and still do 3 shrines when I get to it. I just need something to copy shrines. Okay, we're going to procreate only ballistas from here on. And maybe that's what we need, but we need a ton of metalwork. So we need to get King of Nothing back if we can. And we're almost to level 100. I think we'll knock it out, because now we're fighting the easy enemies. But, we'll see. There we go. We love this. Well, I mean, they'll get rid of this, which we definitely want. We will do reinforce here. And we'll just do the same kind of thing. We want reinforce and metal coat. And then we'll make these 3 shrines. See how many times that leveled up? Dang, girl. Okay, we got 1 reinforced there. Now I just need clones. Which shouldn't be too hard. I have King of Nature I'm fighting, so. What's the deal, King of Nature? My rats are so big. Okay, blah blah blah. So we're on round 100. And now this is starting to get stuff, but pretty slowly. It's so much weaker than everything else that it's honestly not doing a ton. It is taking all the arrows, though. Archers love to shoot at ballistas. King of Nothing is exactly what we want, so this is good. I just need a clone or 2. And Earthworks would have been nice, but obviously that didn't happen, even though we faced King of Stone like 3 times. It feels like I'm always ahead of greed, so that's good. If I could get another outsourcing, that wouldn't be bad. But yeah, they completely waste their arrows on the ballista, so that's not too bad. Sharp blades is not bad. I just don't know if gunpowder works. You know what I'm saying? We'll try. Everyone doing more criticals, not bad. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Okay, we got a clone, and this will be immediately upgraded. Then just one more shrine, and that's just giving, like, what is it, 9 levels to rats every turn? Because it's the only thing that can get level ups, blah, blah, blah. It's just so good. So good. Like, this turn it should be 6 levels. See? That's so good. One more shrine and we're getting 9 levels every turn. And now that this is part of the reinforced gang, it's getting 10% itself. Getting more. It's still really weak, but it will get there. I think the current mix, like, I'm stronger than everyone. It's just the King of Spells and Stone that are just so tricky. And here, I don't super need anything. I can always do overhauls. I could use one more shrine. I wonder if Scapegoat would just give me buku bucks, but I don't need it because I'm fine on money. We'll take 1 lab rat, just upgrade. I just need a clone. Is the biggest thing. That's crazy. Game, you're crazy. We'll do 1 more. Okay, alright, whatever. That's too bad. Lab rat will give everything points. We're at 9% for that, so that's kind of cool. And I think, I don't know if scaling gets crazier. I've made it to level 300 on King of Nothing. But I think we could continue on with these enemies for quite some time. And maybe I'll quit playing when I have my 3rd shrine. I need that. But I think even right now, King of Stone and King of Spells would just annihilate me. They just do so much damage. Make peace with. Did I get what I... No, I need... We're going to do King of Progress. So that I can get metal coating for my ballista. And that I can get clones. That's what we're shooting for. Oh, steel coat. I keep saying metal coat. I meant steel coat. You know. Now this looks pretty good. Even already it has so much damage. But I'm sure with level 108 that still does nothing. But it distracts the thieves. It distracts archers. Not too bad. Yeah, King of Nothing, King of Progress, King of Greed, King of Nature, just melt to this. Once I have the shrine and maybe a couple more turns, we'll see if the ballista are a good mix, but they're just probably too weak and too few to be a game changer. Because the 4 trillion, I don't know how many ballista the King of Stone gets, but it's enough to burn through 200 steel coats, right? Which is just nuts. I need like a strong AoE, but I think this is as close as it gets. I don't know how high the gunpowder levels up, but maybe I just need higher levels than that. I'm not sure if the beam does AoE though. Yeah, King of Nature just cannot hang, which we love to see. And those are both awful. I do want to get my third shrine, so we're just going to not do that. I think King of Blood is still good, so maybe he'll kill us. We'll see. I don't remember him being crazy hard. But we'll find out. Just every level we get 6 levels on our rats, giving us more, leveling everyone else's damage up, so that is just so good. Wild card is kind of useless right now, but we'll hang on to it. Because the second we get a shrine, the other shrines will upgrade it, right? So we never have to worry about upgrades again. Okay, what do I want? I don't super need money, so salvage is just okay. Leatherworks, I already have some fast units, but not everyone's as fast as the thieves. We'll try that. And heck, it wouldn't even be bad for the ballistas to have beacons for several turns. If I had it in a 3 space, I'd probably break something to give it a beacon. 99 gold, now that sounds kind of good. We'll do Leatherworks, why not? We just need clone. The problem with gambling is just so often you get the cards you don't need. But heck, we got almost everything we need, so... Yeah, King of Blood is kind of poo-poo too, so... We're in a good place. I wonder if Carnage would be good, but the Wizards would still... Like, Wizards and Ballista just kill from far away and AoE, so... I don't think that'd fix the problem. See that? 2 rounds, no clone. Maybe I'll get it next time. We're probably getting close enough to start having the game crash, so we'll see how much farther we actually want to go. Is what I'll say after I get my clone. That's so silly. Just give me my clone. But yeah, still 6 levels to rats every turn is nuts. So look how big they are too. They're just chomping on the enemy. There we go. And it'll be immediately upgraded. And now we're going to get 9 levels every turn to Lab Rat. I'll probably keep King of Nature around forever, just because every time I get Procreate, I'll give it to the Ballista. It's already doing 11 exponents of damage, so that's super cool. King of Blood is always... Like, just in this whole run, King of Blood has done nothing, so I never keep him around. In these higher levels, when I have everything, it doesn't matter. Easy enemy. But he just doesn't give me cards I need. In a sec, or next time, I'll get King of Stone back, and we'll see if this can hang. I don't think it can. I don't think my 27 Ballista are enough. And even that's like not a bad amount of health. Maybe I need to get a forest. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. But yeah, those 2 enemies are just too powerful. And these are such glass cannons. It's just AoE attacks destroy my whole base. And that wouldn't be bad. It's just that these are giving health too. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Especially early level. Everything else is just more important. I bet this could go to 1,000 if I just keep these enemies. But we're going to go crazy. We'll try King of Spells first, because we saw the King of Stone take 2 of my lives. You'll see just King of Spells probably just annihilate me. So this might be the end of the run. We're going to do over invest on our thieves. But look at that. 167. I bet like by round 300 we're at infinity damage. But it just doesn't matter because the health, even let's look at our rats. 259 probably get obliterated in a heartbeat. In fact, that's 177. This time we're going to give it to our rats. And in fact, we'll upgrade our rats. 700% almost. That's nuts. And 9 times each round. But okay. We might be in a place where we can do King of Spells. I don't do offerings anymore, though I could always do banks or vaults because I'll always get them back. It's just that I don't really need cards anymore. I'll always use Overhaul because that adds an additional level every time. But offering, probably not. I don't think it's worth it to get rid of a vault every time. Maybe it is. Maybe I can get more procreates and clones, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Doubles critical damage. I know our thieves can have a pretty high percentage. Outsourcing, I have everything I need, really. Just more overhauls would be nice. I'll get that next time. I'll do Iron Fist this time. Let's look. So 100% crit chance. 47, so I could use another eyeglass. Or it might only go to level 2. I'm not sure. Anyways. We'll always keep one vault, just in case we do overhaul. And we never need to worry about upgrading because of our shrines. But this is just such a good build. I'm going to see if this works when I get to King 9 difficulty. And every time we get a new thing, we'll just feed it to our ballista. Yeah, already it's doing decent, but it's just so crazy. I think maybe we're good against King of Spells. We'll do a little more research, and then if we handle it just fine, we will try throwing King of Stone in. It's just those ballista melt through everything. It's nuts. And the palace isn't fast enough to like destroy everything, so it's just kind of tricky. I could clone a rat, but we'll save both the clone and the vault for if we ever get overhaul. But 9 levels every turn is definitely changing. I think the Gigantify on our rats is also doing its part. I don't know what being bigger does to my units. Earthworks is pretty good. Let's see. Earthworks is fine. I just don't need it. We will take Procreate. Overhaul is exactly what we want. And we'll try one more just for funsies. We'll take another Reinforce just for this bad boy. That looks good. We are overhauling a vault. Just look how many levels. Isn't that so cute? Okay, we got another vault, which will be upgraded in 2 seconds. And if we ever need another vault card, we can just clone it. I'm starting to think, yeah, only King of Stone can really touch us. And we'll give that a try. After this, I'll get rid of an enemy, and then over here, I'll get King of Stone back. Oh, shoot, we might have crashed. See, the game can't hang. One second, we can fix this. It should say save where we left, so we should be fine. Just enough processes going on that it hurt the brain of the computer. I don't know why it shows every time that when it reloads, because I already have everything filled out. Just doing so many processes. Anyways, yeah, we're going to throw King of Stone back in and see if we finally have enough. It has to be the steel coats, because I'm sure my ballista isn't going to reach them in time to be crazy meaningful. And that's upgraded. I just need more procreate. And yeah, these temples the whole time, upgrading everyone's passive other stats is just always nice. Let's see what we're at. 256. I think we're pretty close to infinity. If I get any more Gigantifies, maybe I'll try giving that to the Ballista, but giving them to the rats is definitely funny. Just these chonker rats from like Princess Bride is pretty good. Oh, I need all of them. So we will get a rat and just give him an extra level. Why not? 819%. You seeing that? Chat, are you seeing this? Post one rat in the comments if you're seeing this. You know what I'm saying? Is that a rat? Anyway, okay. We'll give the steel coat to this. Why not? Definitely less than everyone else, and our ballista is draining from our rats. Our rats are just so powerful, you know? They don't even care. Okay, we're gonna try King of Stone and have a bad time. Because we're probably dead. Okay, King of Stone, right off the bat. Let's see if our efforts were worth it. Just so many levels, holy cow. Okay. That was pretty good, okay? I think with our 9 levels every time, I think we curve past everyone else. We'll get to 140, and then I think we're gonna call it. I think this works. It's just I need to get to King 9 difficulty and see if we can replicate this. Let's do... Yeah, this just is meaningless, I think. I feel like my beacons are doing way more than that, like every couple turns. Let's do 1. Oh, okay, there's a 3rd level of eyeglass. Maximum HP, meh, but more critical? I don't think you can go above 100. Oh, why is it less? Does it reset? Because we saw it at 100 earlier, right? I'm not crazy? I don't know. Who can say? We will do a rat. Bro, that's so much. Holy cow. 1,000%. I think it'd be cool to see if we can see it get to infinity damage, but this video's already on the longer side. We'll see. We'll do a couple more levels. Maybe King of Stone just kills us. I think our ballistas are making the difference, so that is cool. I could use more King of Nature to get this, just some more units. A farm wouldn't hurt it, but the rats will be taken from it either way, so. And the art, like, the ballista are so nice because it distracts from the archers. Could get a rat, don't need one. And isn't that cool that just each reroll is 300 plus? We love that. We'll take a rat for the road. You can never have too many good rats. 1,000+%. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Majority of them just get melted. Only 2 spooky ones, but I think we're past the real concern. keep King of Stone around. We do want King of Nature. Well, I guess we don't. See, our rats are attacking so quick that the thieves don't even have time to do max damage. That's crazy. But since King of Stone is the hardest, we'll just keep playing against him for a sec. But I think we've made it. It might be that the thieves and rats rushing them so quick gets most of the arrows to go wide enough that not enough go to the ballistas to like break through. Let's see how many layers it is. 40 layers of steel coat. So maybe that's the play. I do want King of Progress back just so we can get more overhauls. But we're in a super good place. I bet this could get to level 1000. Not as impressive since we're not on King 9, but King 4 still feels pretty good, you know? The Dirty Rat strategy works. Kind of. Mostly. We'll get another rat level. 1000% is just so nuttos. And even our ballista is getting some serious damage. NAN? What does that even mean? It's not infinity. Non. That's crazy. It does more damage than the game even wants to tell me. We'll get to 150 and then we'll call it, but maybe when I try this on King 9, we'll see if we can get to level 1000 just for poops and giggles. Okay, waging a war. We want King of Progress, so we'll bring him back. Always nice having overhaul. Maybe we'll bring King of Spells back and see if their wizards are getting crazy. We'll probably keep King of Nature and King of Progress around for the rest of the game. See, now that was almost spooky. But yeah, enough of them missed our ballistas. Enough were distracted by our rats and thieves that were good. Now, is it cheating? Do I need to call this something else since the dirty rats aren't just using them? We're also using ballista? I don't know. Fortified dirty rat? I don't know. Not that it super matters. Okay. Eyeglass was being weird last time. Those enemies gain 1 poison stack. They attack really quick. I just can't imagine poison doing thousands of damage. So we're going to reroll. I don't know if gunpowder is working, but we'll try that too. It's really, yeah, the shrines just made such a difference. Giving me 9 levels of rats every turn is nutso. Maybe I could get away with a 3rd upgrade on these. I just don't think it's worth it. I have a hard time seeing anything else be useful. Just even, like, I wonder if all of this dedicated to steel plating would work. But then I wouldn't be getting the damage upgrade from Reinforce, you know? I think this is the ideal play. See, now that's spooky, but they were killed soon enough, so we're good. Okay, let's see if we can get anything cool here. Not that we need anything. Really looking just for overhaul, which for some reason the game does not want to give me. The nice thing about cards, and maybe gambling really didn't do much for me once we got into late game. Maybe I'll try again later without it. It's just that when you choose from the 3 cards, the reroll restarts every time. So if I'm doing 10, 20, 30, I get enough money that that's not a big deal. So I probably get more overhauls if I'm not using gambling. So anyways, we'll do this last level and we'll call it. Perfect. Thanks for hanging out. I'll unlock King level 9 difficulty and we'll run it back. We'll see if this can do that. Be pretty wild if that can still work. But anyway, y'all have a good day. I procrastinated, so I gotta go to the gym. So see you later.